Right guys, so I've been at this job many days. I think anyway, I'll summarise what I've been up to. So this is another set of carbs. So I bought these because I believed the original ones that came with this bike have become problematic, and what I was finding was the right side would not work regardless of what you did to the mixture screw or anything really. But there was a good vacuum there, so the vacuum gauges, you could see the gauges were moving. Anyway, so decided to buy some more carbs, which in itself has brought some more problems. So the throttle pump on this set of carbs, it was leaking, and the diaphragm is quite hard to find, so I've opted to just get rid of it, just for proof of concept. So this set of carbs has been on for a couple of hours now, and I've had it running. Both cylinders are nice and hot, but we're having this problem where you're getting like pops from the intake. I was getting pops from the intake at idle, and I was getting pops when you rev it up. I've got rid of the pops at idle, and I've basically got sort of like a standard setting on the mixture screw, and then as you gradually open the throttle, it started to pop. And I've sealed up all the exhaust, so it's got all new gaskets, sealed these two tailpipes, so I've got no leaks, no excuses really for any pops. And the last thing that I'm going to do to try and fix it, because I'm hoping this is going to be fixed today, when I first took these carbs off, I actually drilled the main jets bigger, so I got the drill and reamer and managed to open them up. So this is the size that we've got here, and the standard one, if I can get it. Let's get these lined up. So we're running about a 150 main jet, I believe. Just clear that. So that's your standard jet, and that's the bigger one. So about 25% bigger, I believe. Right, so I'm going to stick these in. I've got this side done, I need to do the other side, and hopefully we've got no pops on acceleration. Right, so this is what it's doing. Give it a little bit of throttle. It seems to pop a lot. So I feel like it's sort of like that crack of throttle when you just, yeah, there's something not right somewhere. And it's been doing this all day, so I feel like with the original carbs I could possibly change the needles from this set to this set and try that. Can't think of anything else, because it didn't run like this with these carbs, so there's possibly some dodgy needles going on in here, so I don't know. So I'm going to see what the customer wants to do. I think that's what I'm tempted to do anyway. Above that sort of like that whisper of the throttle plate going past, you know, the crack of throttle really. So I don't know if that's the needle or the pilot jet. I guess what I'll do is I'll tweak the pilots to see if I can make it better or worse, and see where we go. It's another day. I brought an O2 sensor, so we're going to shove that up the exhaust and see what the reading is. So if I block off the other tailpipe, I get a good reading. It's probably on the rich side. For an old bike, I think that's okay. So I've got it in the 14s now, but we're still getting this popping as I crack the throttle. So it's just unblocked that pipe now, but the mixture was perfect there as it was increasing, but we're still getting this exhaust popping somewhere. So so I'm currently measuring the pickup coil output. So that's what we're getting. Quite low voltage. I'm going to see if I can get the hertz rating. We've got 16, 15, 16, something like that. So I'm going to swap the leads over to the other one. Switch that off and we'll get a reading on the ohms again. Resistance 350. Okay, we're on the other set of wires, the yellow ones. Started up. Taking that off to similar sort of numbers. 17, 16. Well, it looks pretty much identical to me. So we're on the right coil, primary connection. So we'll just measure this one. So that's 4.5 hertz. Sort of sitting around the 100 mark. So this is the left side, so 2.8 ohms, and measure that one. Hertz. Seems to be higher on the left somehow. Right, so I've established something at least. The ignition timing's off on the right cylinder. So when you put the timing gun in the window, it's nowhere near where it should be, and the left one it at least shows some marks. So it's a 90-degree engine, and I've got the pickup coils on in view here. I've noticed that there is possibly an adjustment that you can make, but they're both fixed in place. So I can't understand how one side could be right and one side could be, you know, wrong, unless they're both wrong. And because it's a 90-degree engine and the crankshaft's rotating this way clockwise, so if the left was on the right side and it was out, that would kind of work. But the one, yeah, this one's going to be, I don't know, I need to work out. I've double checked my wire and I've had to open it up down here, so I've had to take all the tape off, make sure that I've got everything wired up correctly. So you've got the right cylinder is the yellow wires at this plug down here, and the blue is the left. So I can't understand how it could be wrong, unless that's on the wrong way up, but you can't get that right. Can't get that wrong either, can you? I was just checking to see if there was anything loose, and also there's like the advancer mechanism, so that's sprung loaded, and it works both of them, so you can feel it springing back anyway. So the mechanical advance is fine. So you've got like a 90 degree difference between that one and that one. So the bottom one is the right, and that's the left, I think. It's hard to tell. Are these wires blue and yellow, or are they different? Because I can't tell. Anyway, I've swapped the coils over, and it doesn't run the other way around. And these measure correctly, I think. Completely baffled. Fixed it, so the timing was out. Definitely. There's that timing gun. So now, it's really hard to do one-handed. Now it's fixed. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. Yee! Yeah, so I figured it out. On the pickup coil, they've got these white tabs, and you're supposed to get the wiring correct. You see, you've got the white wire on the tabs. Anyway, I've swapped it at the igniter up here. It was just easy to do, and that was causing the timing to be out by 45 degrees. So on this pickup coil, that little rotor nub was like 1/8 of a turn away from the correct position, so it was out. The timing was out somehow, and now, you know, straight away when I've reconnected it, started it, the timing, the idle's gone up straight away, which indicates that it's running on both cylinders 100% now. So I finally fixed it, but I've just got to. I've spent absolutely days and days on this problem, and I'm 100% sure that I wired these in correctly, but you know, the wires from here to here could be wrong. Don't know, but anyway, it's fixed. Yeah, got to tidy it up now, obviously. Just can't believe it. That is vastly better. So yeah, in summary, if you've got these wires the wrong way around on the igniters, the phase, you know, the timing changes. With the trusty strobe light, that's what led me down that path. Anyway, I'm just glad that this is fixed now, so I think I'm going to do a test ride, but I think it's fixed. 100% sure it's fixed now. Thanks for watching.